Greetings, YouTube. You know, one of the most common responses I get on pretty much every offer review video I've done, and I've done hundreds, literally hundreds of offer review videos now in the past year and a half, is somebody to say the effect of, Prof, I don't agree with you, but, or they'll comment on like a video I recently made regarding the strike on my channel, and they'll say something like, while I don't always agree with you, ... And I always think to myself, I don't want anyone to always agree with me. That sounds like a religious cult. Like, you don't want to be a sheep of someone, right? You don't want to automatically always believe everything that they say to you without thinking about it. I'm giving you my 2 cents, but that's basically just all it is, my 2 cents. And it's coming from the perspective of someone who's played this game for over 3 years and has mostly a 5-star rank 4 and above roster. What I've tried to do better in the past 6 months, and hopefully I've succeeded, is to take off that hat and objectively put myself in the shoes of the average beginner or the average intermediate player that has mostly 4 stars and is trying to have maybe their first rank 5 4-star. This was the case today. See, we have a lot of people who've already commented on the Awakening video of today for the 4-star Awakening Gem class of your choice for $50, and they've said it's trash, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. But I've had a lot of people message me and say, Prof, for me, I get that it's overpriced, maybe $20, even $30 overpriced, but I have this 4-star Star-Lord that I can rank 5 if I awaken him, and I think that if I do, I can clear more of Act 4 and maybe even try for the first time to do an initial completion of the Master Mode. And, if somebody tells that to you and you can see that in the long run, yeah, they might have to pay $20 or $30 more than what they should, but the amount of content that they can clear, the amount of enjoyment they can have in the game, and most importantly, the amount of resources they'll get from that enjoyment ultimately to offset the cost, the opportunity cost of that $20 to $30 of extra payment initially for that item makes sense. So I get it. I always want to say, if you disagree with me, great. That is awesome. I want you to take in mind my analysis, but also have your own ideas. I'm simply trying to help you make a good decision, but only you know your roster. Only you know the amount of disposable income you have on a weekly basis. If you can afford to whale out every once in a while for a poor offer that's going to help you right away, then so be it. So why the heck am I starting a video talking about all of this? Well, this brings us to yesterday's offer. You see, yesterday's offer annoyed me because it scaled equally on the second and third tiers. Basically, you didn't lose value, but you didn't gain a ton of value either. And we've seen in unit tier deals in the past where if you make it to the third tier of that final mega deal, they'll throw in something really cool like a 5-star Awakening Gem or generic signature stones instead of class-based, or even a chunk of tier 5 basic. That was my hope for yesterday's deal, but if you didn't see it, basically over the course of spending $100 United States at least, you got enough to buy either 1 5-star featured crystal or 1.5 5-star basic 10K 5-star shard crystals. So I had some people who saw the deal, and even though they got that it scaled evenly and you didn't get a ton of extra value, if any, really besides 4-star shards from being incentivized to keep buying the second and especially the third tier, which was the same price as Black Panther's Treasure or $49.99, they still wanted to open some 5-star crystals. So this guy did, and this guy's name is Midnight Justice 1. And he not only decided to go against my recommendation to only get the first offer if you want the best value, but he decided to film this because why not just prove Prof Huff so wrong that you basically are dropping a mic on his alleged intellect. So we are going to watch this video, and we are going to see who he got in his first 5-star. Now notice, when he starts spitting it out, and then he stops it, there's some meme champs that come up, There's some champs that he could have landed on that would have been trash. Someone like, say, a Colossus, or even a Karnak. But nope, he opened a freaking ghost. The champion that I am now hunting, I am currently 0 for 12, going on 0 for 13 at the time of recording this video. And someone that, knowing my luck, unless Ghost comes into a dungeon crystal, I won't open for another 2 years. So, literally, this person wouldn't have had a 5-star ghost had they listened to me. They said, you know what, Prof, not only am I going to prove you wrong, I'm going to drop the mic on you. And that's what they've done. And I continue to be ghosted in my hunts for her. But congratulations, Midnight Justice 1, for not only proving that sometimes wailing out does good work, but also obviously your roster is now much more stacked because of this decision. Now, I also wanted to make sure, as I've talked about in the past, that I didn't post this video or record it until after this deal went away, because you're not going to get a ghost most likely. I heard from just as many people, if not more people yesterday, who said, hey, Prof, I wailed out yesterday and got a 5-star King Groot and a 5-star Colossus, or a 5-star She-Hulk and a 5-star third dupe on my Guillotine, or a 5-star Iron Fist and a 5-star I was going to say Carnage, but I think it rolled over on the Carnage for this particular individual, and unfortunately they went from a Carnage to a 4th dupe on their Loki, and their rage quitting was, shall we say, not low-key. So, congrats once again to Midnight Justice 1 for dropping the mic on my analysis. As always, it is there to help you make an informed decision, but it is by no means gospel. You can feel free to disagree with it, to tweak it, whatever you think. Just please make your own informed decision, knowing that I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to help you make as informed of a decision as possible. But ultimately, the decision is yours and yours alone. So congrats, Mr. Midnight Justice 1, for landing that ghost. Hopefully, I will see mine before the year 2030, but no guarantee at all on that.